Hello everyone, welcome you all to the fourth video of the series of videos that I am creating to support you with your German driving license class B theory exam. This is part C of the first lesson, Traffic Signs and Devices. And if you have not yet watched the part A and part B, please watch them to get a continuity. I shall leave them in the I button. If you have not seen my first video where I have offered you some practical tips and techniques to get started with your exam preparation, I recommend you also watch them. I will leave them somewhere in the description. My name is Ranjit and welcome you all to this video from Life is Beautiful, where I would cover service signs and some other signs which are relevant for your exam preparation. In addition, I would also try to cover some exam questions which are important for you. Okay, now let's look at some service signs. If you see this, it's a first aid station. If you see this, it's a charging station for electric vehicles. Yeah. If you see this with an H2, this is hydrogen filling station. This one, this is your LPG filling station. This is your gas station, otherwise it's called. If you see CNG, this is your natural gas filling station. Okay, so remember these additional signs as well. Let's move on. This signifies that there is a custom post ahead. Okay, this one very important. I'm sure you would have seen this in city limits. This signifies that you are entering an urban area. Also note that speed limit is 50 km/h. This is generally called as built up area. Okay, so there is something called inside built up area, which is your city limits, and then you have outside built up area, which is outside the city limits. This is very frequently used in most of the questions. Okay, some additional remarks for you to note: do not sound horn to signal your intention to overtake. Parking cars may be safely marked with parking lights. Okay, please note these additional points as well. If you see something like this, it tells you that you are leaving the urban area, so that means the speed limit regulations are taken off. And this is just telling you that it's just telling you the next city is approximately 6 kilometers ahead, but not very important for the exam. Here, this is a numbered detour. It's a numbered diversion. Okay, just keep a note of that. So these are some additional signs. Again, unfortunately, you will have to remember them. There is no easy option here. But I've just put them together because these are relevant for your exams. After you have completed your part A, B and C of your lesson 1 traffic signs and devices, you can now go through these questions in your app. Log into your app, continue the theory training, train by topics, and of which traffic signs and devices. You can go through the danger signs. This is what is covered in part A. You can go through the instruction signs covered in part B, and you can give direction signs which are covered in part B and part C together. Okay, let's take some examples. What do these traffic signs indicate? Remember seeing this? This was covered in our part B discussion. Okay. Let me give you a quick flash onto the slide. Remember seeing this? We have covered this as part of part B discussion. No overtaking allowed. You may not overtake other vehicles, but you can overtake bicycles, mopeds and motorcycles. Let's go back to the question. What do these traffic signs indicate? There is an additional supplementary sign, 200 meter. end of a no overtaking area 200 meter ahead? No. Start of a no overtaking area 200 meter ahead? Yes. Remember the supplementary sign? No overtaking for 200 meters? No. Okay, let's give our answer. Let's take the next example. What does this traffic sign indicate? This was also covered in our discussion. Is it a prohibition to drive faster than 60 km? No. Is it end of speed restriction? Yes. Start of speed restriction? No. Let's move forward. What must you do upon seeing this traffic sign? Remember this. This is a pedestrian crossing. You see this right above the pedestrian crossing. So what must you do? Let's read the answers. I must approach at a moderate speed if it is clear that pedestrians want to cross the road. Of course. I must allow pedestrians to cross the road. Yes. I may not remain stationary on the pedestrian crossing if the traffic backs up. Yes. Let's move on. What vehicles are allowed to park here? Okay. Remember this. You can also park motorcycles. Remember this. And vehicles with a permissible total mass of up to 2.8 ton are allowed. You cannot park vehicles which are more than 3.5 ton. Okay, so that should be our answer. Let's move on. This is give way symbol at the roundabout. Okay, you must give way to the vehicles in the roundabout. Yes. You must indicate when leaving the roundabout. Yes. You must indicate when entering the roundabout. No. Okay, because you are actually giving way. There is no need. That's the only way to enter, so no need to indicate. But while leaving, you have many options to accept, and hence you will have to indicate. Let's move on. Remember this. With which vehicles are you not allowed to drive on a road sign posted like this? So there is a length restriction, so 10 meter is given. It's a restriction. So clearly you can see, I'm not even reading the answer. These two has a combination of 12 meter. This has a combination of 11 meter. So these are not allowed. Okay. So likewise, go through part A, part B and part C and attempt these questions. I'm sure it's going to be very easy for you. With part A, part B and part C covered from lesson 1 traffic signs and devices, you should be able to approximately cover 197 questions on your own. Please leave your comment if this has helped you. I would like to come back with more videos on other topics and more lessons which would help you with your German driving license preparation. Thank you so much.